Going live. I'm live. Hi guys. Happy Monday. How is everyone doing today? Hello Taka. Hello Silver. Hello Mary. How you guys doing? Taka waits. I've been waiting since to appear. I love how the best part of this conversation, let's just note that Silver left Mary on red. It's right. It's like Mary goes, "How's it going, Mary?" And then Mary responds, "It's like good, you." And then Silver just disappears. Silver, come on. Hi, Mary. How are you? It's going so. Now he responds to Mary. He has to be called out first. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Can I also say this is my first stream back since the concussion, and the fact that 4 of you guys were waiting, that was intimidating. I'm just like sitting there, it's 11:58 and I'm like, that's great. It's great. Hello, YK. How you doing today? How is your Monday? What are you getting up to? I'm good. I'm doing decent. I was a bit nauseous earlier, so I had one of these. This is coming clutch since my concussion. The upspring stomach settle. I think I've gone through like 4 bags of these. Where's the bear? The bear is... I'll go get the bear. Give me a second. Hello, Cassie. How you doing today? How's your Monday? What are you getting up to? Context. When I posted that I got a concussion in Discord, Taka was kind enough to send me a get well bear. And he has like a little bandage on the head, you know. And it says get well soon, and he's really cute. And he was on the bed. The bed is a bit of a mess, but he was on the bed here. Look, right here. This is Taka's mark on stream. Is he gonna stand up? Yeah, he's gonna. There you go. That's Taka's sitting right there. Hello. Oh, thank you, thank you. I moved out of Canada to Florida, and it's hot. I mean, but you got beaches. You know, you could go swimming. Are you excited about that? I won't be doing much today. Why is that? So yeah, today's stream, as you can tell, it's a wee bit different. The lighting is absolute trash, but this is about as much light as I can handle right now post-concussion. I have the ring light turned around, pointed at the opposite wall, bouncing off that onto my face. I have both the screen's brightness at its absolute lowest. This is like post-concussion, and it's not fun. Had some therapy done, household things now, just play some games. I mean, games is good, especially after therapy. Therapy takes a lot out of you, so like, don't beat yourself up. Just chill, have fun with it. Play that game. It also said, fair. I mean, for me, I haven't been waking up until like noon 1, usually. So like, you know, for me, that would be like midday. You know, you still got your afternoon left. Hi, JD. How you doing? What are you getting up to? It's 104 Fahrenheit in Tampa, so I guess I could go to the beach now that I'm thinking about it. You could. You could. Let's go to the beach. Ah, I love the beach. I've never swam in the ocean very south. I've kind of swam in the Atlantic when I was in Nova Scotia, but it was like in the Bay of Fundy, so I don't know if that counts because it's not like the ocean. Just take care of yourself. I'm trying my best, but also like Elleliminate is my creative outlet. Elleliminate got me through some rough times in the end of university, so this is my creative outlet. Like, look, it might be one day, hopefully, maybe, crossing my fingers, I would love to make this my job. No joke. If I could just stream and make content and like edit myself into my grave, it would be fun. It would be a fun time. I would love it. But it's also an outlet for my mental health. So, you know, doing some shopping, wanted to come by, see how you're doing. Oh, what are you shopping for? What are you shopping for? But yeah, so today's stream, bit different. It's gonna be short. I just wanted to come on explain to you guys, tell you guys the story of the concussion, if you guys wanted to know it. Because I'm pretty sure not all of you guys are in the Discord, which is okay. But if you would like to join Discord, please feel free to. Fun times. Make sure you agree to the rules and stuff, and the link is in the description. And yeah, just give you kind of like an update on how things are gonna go from now on. How did I get the concussion, YK? Now that you asked about it, you know? Boy, am I ready to tell you. Okay, picture this. Ready? I'm Canadian, right? I'm in the US. It's 4th of July. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, hey, Cap, sweetie, glad you're feeling the autumn. Thank you, Silver. I'm hopefully not gonna hurt myself more by doing this, but we'll see. General shopping, nothing big. Get something fun, JD. Okay, it's 4th of July. I'm in the US. I tell Cap, hey, I want to go somewhere. I want to do something special for 4th of July. I've never had 4th of July be in the US. So like, I want to see what your fireworks are like. I want to see what the events are like. And he's like, sure, sweetie. After work, we will go to like the big celebration in town. I'm like, great. Keep in mind, the day before, he had a really long day where he had to be up at 6 a.m. and he did not get home until 10. So he was exhausted 4th of July. I stream, I play Among Us with you guys. It's a fun time. You know, we have a blast. It's always a blast in Among Us with you guys. So much fun. Park benches. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. So stream ends, right? Got a little bit of time to hang out, do my own thing, and then Cap gets home. And he's really sleepy. Like, he is, you know, like, he's just a walking zombie at this point. He's like, and like, I don't want to be like, hey, you're a zombie, let's go out and party, whoop, 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 whoop. That's like, does not seem like a nice thing to do, right? So, we both lie down, and I swear, I did not think I was tired, but obviously my body was like, you're tired. You're just gonna lie down and sleep. So we pass out. Keep in mind, like, he doesn't get home from work until like 8 p.m.-ish. So I think he got off at 8, and we fell asleep until like 10. And fireworks were starting at 10, 11-ish. And we're like, it's fine. We're just gonna drive down to like the center of town and like make it there. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be nothing will go wrong with this plan of showing up to the fireworks right as they start, right? Like, we're totally going to be able to go there. So we drive down there. I'm all excited. I'm pumped up, you know. I'm like, let's go. And then we get there. And there's no parking. Like, none. We're trying to find parking before the fireworks start. And we were like driving, and we're 7 blocks away from the event. And the town we're in has a lot of hills, like a lot of hills. And I'm like all dressed up because I'm excited. I'm in a dress. I'm in like tiny wedge heel things. Like, I am not equipped, like physically dressed for a 7-block walk to go see fireworks. Like, that is just not in the cards. So we bail and we just get onto a random highway. And we're like, okay, we'll figure this out. Taka, I'm sorry you fell over. We'll figure this out. So we're on the highway. We're like, what are we gonna do? And we're both hangry. We're both super hangry. So hangry. Like, because we haven't, like, I hadn't eaten since right after stream. He hadn't eaten until like, you know, oh no, JD. He hadn't eaten since like his lunch break at work. So we're hangry. We're frustrated we couldn't make the fireworks. So we just drive and try and figure out food that we want. And keep in mind, like, you know, I get frustrated. We end up at a restaurant. And look, this restaurant is the restaurant you go to when you're either really angry or you're drunk and you think it's McDonald's, aka Burger King, okay? Like, Cap is a loyal Mickey D's fan, right? So he's not gonna walk into a Burger King unless he's hangry, or he's thinking it's a McDonald's and it's not because he's like so intoxicated, which he does not get intoxicated, so that wouldn't happen. So we're in the Burger King drive-thru and fireworks are going off. And it's cool, like, you know, we're both hangry, but we're looking around and it's like fireworks going off. It's pretty cool. And then Cap's like, well, what if we park here and just watch the fireworks for a bit? So we do. And we eat our food and then we feel better. And Cap, being the man of logic, he's like, look, you know, let's go to a park or something. Their chicken fries are amazing. I can't have their chicken fries. They have soy in them. So for me, I go there for the Whopper. I didn't say it's bad. I'm just saying we are a household loyal to McDonald's. Personally, I'm a Wendy's fan. Okay, I'm Team Wendy's. I love Wendy's salads. Okay, Wendy's is great. Love Wendy's. Wendy's top tier. Mwah. Okay. Burger King is CJD's like Burger King is horrible. So I just ended up getting a Whopper. Whoppers don't have soy. Props to Whoppers though for not having soy. I'm happy. So we're like, let's go to a park, and we're driving, and there's not any good parks for fireworks, just like a normal park for fireworks. So we decide to go home, and we park, right? And we live in an apartment kind of complex area, and here, wait, I'm just gonna pull up Google Images here real quick. I'm not gonna look up the apartment, but like, and there's like a little sitting outdoor area, and I want to see if I can find the most accurate one here. And it's got like something like this. Oh wait, I'm right on top of it. Give me a second. It's got something like this, like these circle, it's like a circle table and it's metal and it's got the park benches here. Don't share, Al. No. This is a random Google image. I'm just trying to show you guys a photo of what it would kind of look like. I don't have Burger King. You do have Burger King in Canada. Maybe Burger King in Canada is just worse. Fun fact, company that owns Burger King owns McDonald's now. Just fun fact. But like, you notice how it's fastened into the ground? Like if we zoom in, like it is physically, there's screws here that fasten it into the ground. Like you look at this, you do not think something like this would fall apart. Do not. So fireworks are going off around the complex, right? And I'm like, oh honey, let's just like sit down and watch. Let's just like, you know, yeah, we didn't get to go to the big park for the fireworks and everything, but it's no big deal. We could just sit down and watch. So I go to sit down. He's still like, you know, locking up the car, right? Getting out of the car, making sure we get all the trash out, you know, being the gentleman that he is, you know, he's making sure the car is clean, right? Owns Timmy's, yeah. Fun fact, JD. They bought them out. That's why that whole rebranding thing happened in 2010. Tim. So I go to sit down, right? I need to go back to full screen on this one. I go to sit down, and wait, that's not the right camera. I need camera 2. And so when I sit down, usually I put all my weight down on the armrests of a chair or on the table. So I go and lean like this. Left side of my head facing where the fireworks are, because I'm like, ooh, pretty sparkly lights. And instead of this, like the table here being solid, it just flips. And the metal table just like obviously wasn't fastened whatsoever, and it was just balancing there. And it flips and goes on top, hits my whole side of my head, and flips on top of me, and it hits my leg. So I had bruises on my leg, and it hit my head. And I was just in shock. And I'm sitting there, I push the table off of me. Cap is running up to me like, what happened? And he goes and he like looks at me, and my head, like it was this side of my head that got hurt. There's still a tiny bump here. That could be a lawsuit. There's a tiny bump here now still, but it's mostly gone, the bruising. But this side of my head, as I said, ouch, yeah, was like swollen up this big. And it swelled up that fast in 2.5 seconds. So my immediate thought is like, I just hit my head against a metal table, and it swelled up super fast, and I'm like weak. Like my bones are weak. I probably broke my skull, and that's my brain. Like that's my first thought. I'm like, I probably have a skull fracture of some sort, right? I'm woozy. I'm having trouble standing. I make it back to the car and I have to sit down. I don't even make it back to the apartment. I make it back to the car and I sit down. Oh, I'm sorry that happened, but I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. I'm glad I'm okay too, honestly. I feel like there's an alternate reality where I died to that metal table. So I'm thankful to be here. What a bad day. Yeah, it was not a good time. So, of course he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's just a really bad goose egg. Let's go upstairs. Let's get you sit down. I'm like, okay, because like I'm not thinking. I have adrenaline through my veins. I just am like, I'm shook. So we get back up to the apartment, and I'm like, you know what? Call your dad. You know, maybe he'll have some insight on it. And he's like, yeah, it's probably a concussion. And then he's like, oh, her bones are weak, and it was a metal table. And he's like, yeah, maybe you should go to an emergency room. And like it's some freaking movie, my body's like, oh, he said emergency room? Just proceed to vomit. So I vomited on the floor. So here Cap is, packing up his bag to go to the ER. He's not sure how long we're gonna be there, because I potentially, like, in his mind, I probably have a skull fracture. I have, like, a giant mass on my head, and I'm vomiting on the floor. Like, I am a mess. I'm sitting on that bed right there, vomiting on the floor. I have a bump on my head and I'm shaking. Like, it was not a good time. He packs up a bag, puts everything in, grabs extra hearing aid batteries. Like, he's assuming we're gonna be at the hospital for a while. And so we drive there, and that drive was so, I usually do not cry when I'm in pain. Like, that's not something, I was crying. That was probably the worst, or at least the second worst amount of pain I've been in my life. Head injuries suck. A lot. Because, like, lights were starting to affect me too, and we were driving on the highway at night. And there was fireworks, which is just, like, the combo of just, like, terribleness. And then also, like, there was this, like, part of me that wanted to fall asleep. So Cap was driving, and he was like, stay awake, do not fall asleep, stay awake. And I was just like, it's fine. And I'm just like, because when I'm in pain, my usual pain response is sleep. Like, my arm could be hanging the opposite way. My body's gonna be like, sleep now. So my head is hurting. So of course my body goes, you sleep now. In the pic you sent me, you seemed pale. I was very, yeah, I was not having a good time. So we get to the hospital, and honestly, hospital was great. 10 out of 10 hospital wise, great. Like, we get in, they look at me, and they go, like, the receptionist's eyes just pop out of her head, and she's like, okay, we'll just get you checked in. They put like an arm pressure cuff on me immediately. Yeah, Cap was a superhero in this moment. Like, honest to goodness, he made sure, like, he called to get a second opinion when he was in doubt. And he was like, got the reassurance he needed. He packed everything up, got me in the car, you know, kept me awake. Like, he did everything on point. He got me out of, like, the precarious situation with the table, too. Like, he made sure I was safe. And he's more of a hero, too. Cap is the hero of this story. He's amazing. I am so lucky to be with this man. There's no other man I would want to be with. So, we get in there, arm pressure cuff and everything. And they immediately get me a room, which is like, I don't know if any of you guys, if you're Canadian, you know this, but like, you never get a room in an ER in Canada unless you're like dying. So my thought is like, oh no, this is not gonna go good. Like, I have a room, I have like all the, like, you know, like all the stuff behind me, like, in case they need to hook up emergency stuff right behind me. Like, my first thought is like, do they think I'm gonna die? Like, this is not, like, I have a massive lump on my head because I hit my head, and they put me in this room. I'm concerned. So Then the nurse comes around, and at this point, I'm in so much pain, I cannot move the left side of my head. Like, my neck, even though it was a head injury, I cannot move my neck whatsoever. So Cap moves his chair so that he can be close to me, and, like, I could see him, but yet not move my head. Moving my eyes hurt, but I was just, like, sitting there, and I was propped up. I couldn't even lean back at this point without it hurting. I was just staring at the wall in front of me. I was in so much pain. And he was like, can you give her something for the pain? She's also complaining about nausea. And I didn't think it was that bad nausea. I thought all the vomiting was done. But in the UK, it's the same. You only get a room is very serious. Exactly! You're like, I'm dying. I'm getting in the room. I'm dying, you know? So at that moment, I just, like, my body just like, yes, you know all that Burger King you had? Yeah, you don't get to keep that down. Oh, that whole Whopper's coming back up. So Cap sees I'm about to throw up. Like a superhero he is, he grabs the garbage can from across the room and puts it in front of me. I would just like to say my Cap did better than my father. There was one time I was in the emergency room and I threw up with my dad and he decided to try and catch it with his hands and it ricocheted everywhere. So I'm happy. I'm so thankful Cap grabbed the trash can. Like, I was grateful. I was vomiting, but I was grateful. I was insanely grateful of Cap. So, and we're in the ER, and in our part, we come to learn from the nurse, there's only one person working because it's the 4th of July, which is expected. Like, it's a holiday. No one's gonna be working the ER on 4th of July, right? So he eventually comes in, he surveys me, he learns about my weak bones, and then he's like, yeah, so we're gonna get you a head CT, and you're vomiting right now, you know, at the very least, you probably have a concussion. But let's just make sure there's nothing else. And I'm like, great! So they give me the good medication, and let me tell you, it was the good medication. Nausea goes poof. Finally, I'm able to move my head back and forth. It still hurts, and I have a massive lump on my head, but, like, you know, I'm glad I wasn't there. If I see people throwing up, I end up throwing up. Look, Cap was that way. And then he started dating me. And he did good. He did not throw up when I was throwing up. He was looking away. He was being very supportive. I thought it was Cap when you first messaged me. It's life, Silver. You go through ups and downs. And throughout all this, Cap, he's like asking the nurse for ice. So, like, I'm holding an ice pack on my head. Even before the vomiting and the doctor comes, like, ice pack. So the swelling, even with the ice pack, went down significantly within the first 2 hours, I want to say. So by the time I sent that one photo to a few of you guys, the swelling had gone down significantly because at that point, I was pretty much icing it for 4 hours straight. So it was good medication. It was a good medication. It was good stuff. And so I was icing it for 4 hours straight. They get me into a head CT. Cap goes, gets himself food, which he needed, gets himself water. And by the time he gets food and water and comes back, I'm already back from the CT. It was that fast. They, like, beeline me to that CT. They were like, you're getting in. I feel left out. I don't remember who I sent that to and who I didn't. I honestly thought I only sent that to family people. So the fact Mary got it, I was just like, I was hopped up on that good stuff, Taka. I don't know who got that photo. I still don't remember. So, eventually, after icing it, I start feeling better. I send the photo to people, and the doctor comes in. My initial injury was at 11 p.m. on July 4th. Doctor comes in after CT 5 a.m. on the 5th. So at this point, we've been in the hospital pretty much all night. Like, Cap is struggling to stay awake. I am struggling to stay awake. But he's like, being a trooper, staying awake. You know, he could have been very well just passed out on that chair, taking a nap, being like, yeah, you're the patient, you can deal with all this. No, he stayed awake, and props to him. I'm very thankful he did, because the doctor comes in, and he's like, yeah, so luckily we didn't see a skull fracture, but with your symptoms and all that, you got a concussion, you know, and because you've had a concussion within the past year, like a previous concussion, it means your symptoms are just probably going to be amplified this time around, and post-concussion syndrome is going to come back. For those who don't know, in March of 2021, I was making a TikTok and I threw myself into a wall and gave myself a concussion. Conveniently, or not conveniently, it was on the same side of my head as this one, left side. This one, like, the first concussion hit me kind of in the back of my head here, and only in the back of my head. This one hit this whole area, especially the frontal lobe. So left side of my brain is just kind of which I've come to learn that the left side of my brain is in charge of verbal communication. So if I misread anything, I'm just gonna be like, it's a concussion, okay? If I forget a word, it's a concussion. If I get frustrated, I find now, and I can't figure out a word, it hurts so much. It's not fun. So, it was because I was asking you how you were and you talking to you, and that might be why you ended up sending it. Probably. I think I just, like, because talking and texting hurted and made me want to vomit. So there was a point where I was like, if I send people a selfie, they're just stop talking to me. I know that's horrible to say, and I love all of you guys. I love all of you guys. I love my parents. I love my family. But everyone's concerned, and they're freaking out. And usually when you see someone's face, it helps you calm down. So I was like, you know what? This might help some people. To be honest, I just wanted to know you were okay, so I stayed up. Thank you, JD. I appreciate it. I was like, when I saw JD was online at 4 a.m., I genuinely was pissed. I was in the hospital. I had a concussion. I was like, why the fuck is JD up at 4 a.m.? He shouldn't be up. He should be sleeping. Because in my mind, in my post-concussion brain, it was not July 4th, okay? It was some other day, and JD had school the next day. So there was a period of time when I was in that hospital that I was genuinely mad that JD was awake. Because I was like, he has school the next day. Sorry, you lose kind of aspects of time when you hit your head really good. And just things just merge together. I just remember being pissed at JD. Timing to say hello, probably not. But hello, Lily, how you doing? So yeah, I get discharged from the hospital. Basically, for the first couple days, I was just sleeping. Since then, light kind of affects me, so I don't do bright lights for a long period of time. I haven't really been able to use screens until the last couple days without significant pain. I've been knitting, listening to audiobooks, being in a call with more than 2 people. I've learned as of yesterday hurts my head. I still get nausea if I do things wrong. I'm definitely in the post-concussion period. I've been working out and like changed my diet to be a bit more healthier, and that's been helping me heal faster than the last concussion, which has been nice. Reading things on a screen can be hard, but so far chat's not bugging me too much, but I think that's because it's like a black background. Like, it's on night mode. Night mode is so much better than day mode. I hate day mode. Day mode should not exist, especially for us post-concussion people. Playing video games, I can't do. I will just get sick. I tried playing Dreamlight Valley yesterday, and when I hung up that Discord call, and I was like, yeah, no, so I'm nauseous. That was because I OD'd on Disney Dreamlight Valley. I can watch YouTube videos, but if I shop for more than 2 hours online, I get nauseous. If I think too much, I get nauseous. A lot of nausea, honestly. The pain has gone down significantly, unless I overdo it. Then I don't have pain. Like, if I overdo it, then I have pain. But as long as I don't overdo it, I don't have pain. Post-concussion insomnia is real. I get like 5 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky, with melatonin. And even then, the nightmares have been insane. I have not had a good night's sleep without a nightmare in like 2 weeks, and I miss not having nightmares. I told you why I stayed up. I didn't care what I had to do. I know. I'm sorry, JD. I feel bad that you stayed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was bad at you too. But in all honesty, I was in a lot of pain, and I'm so sorry. I care about you. That's why I was mad. But that's pretty much where I'm at now. A lot of phone calls with people. I tried doing coloring books for a bit. Ended up getting frustrated with them because I wasn't able to make things look how I wanted to make them look. Oh, I did some watercolor painting. I just tested out a watercolor kit, and that was it. This was the painting I did. Bada bing, bada boom. I basically just tested out all the colors. A lot of it's been thank you, JD. A lot of it's just been like little things here and there. I haven't been able to follow Lego instructions yet because that's like, you know, thinking. But I hope that the next stream I do is a Lego stream. We'll see. Cap's been like building Lego as I just like play with the pieces. Usually that's how it goes. So we'll see if I'm able to do it. I saw what happened before work, so I thought I'd check in during my first break. That is fair. That is fair. So yeah, that's pretty much been my life. A lot of cleaning. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the broken piano is no longer in the back of the background. It's just a wall. Probably within the next couple weeks or so, there will be a mysterious item related to a mysterious thing appearing in that blank space, which I am really excited about. So, I got that cleaned out. I did some Prime Day shopping and ended up vomiting my guts out after Prime Day. And Taka was like, yeah, what do you get? And it was like right on cue, right as Taka asked me that, I was heaving my guts out of the toilet because I had overdone it. I'd done like 5 hours of shopping post-concussion on Amazon Prime Day, Walmart Plus Day, and like Target Circle. There was too many deals, so yeah. Dealt with quite a lot, Elle. We're glad you're keeping so optimistic and looking for. Look, you gotta. When shit hits the fan, life knocks you on your ass. You gotta look forward. And look, I know things I look forward to in my life right now. Elleliminate, this, streaming. I fucking love it. This is boosting. This is probably the happiest I've been in 3 weeks. Because I love doing this. I love talking to you. I love streaming. I love just even, I know this is not like a typical stream for me, but I love doing this. I love the fact that I'm feeling more confident streaming and I'm not like in a ton of pain right now. I think I was in a bit of pain at the start of stream, but my eyes have kind of like adjusted, which is nice. And then like, I'm excited for the ESMP 2. It's gonna be different than ESMP 1. There's still gonna be lore, but it won't be as... Go! Experience the game how you want to experience it. Which has its pluses, but it's very, like... You know, it's hard to get people engaged after a certain point, because some people just, like... you know, get bored of the game after a bit and get bored of the world. So hopefully this version keeps people engaged longer, which is the goal. I'm just the interactions are great. I think the creativity, like all the ideas are coming to me now, which is great. And like having OBS open just makes me happy. Like it's literally the things of like the glowing microphone, OBS, having like a switcher board again. Like just like if I wanted to, I could play the password game right now. If I really wanted to, I think that would hurt my brain. But if I could do anything I want right now on stream to entertain you guys. Actually, within some reason. Guys, don't get any ideas. I'm not starting OnlyFans. That's not happening. Look, I might have American medical bills to pay now, but as of right now, I'm not that desperate. So, but yeah, this is, I really miss streaming. I cried about not being able to stream like countless times, and Cap being like, honey, you can't push it right now. You're post-concussion. But he said this was okay. I think the plan is, based on how the stream is going right now, the tentative plan is, well, me and Lovely Silver have big plans. Your statement has made me wonder if it's still possible. Probably not. Not in the ways you think, Mary. Not in the ways you think. How about only pans? Just do a cooking stream? I don't know if cooking plus me post-concussion would be a good idea. Cap has still been doing the cooking just because cooking requires thinking and brain power, which I don't really have right now, is brain power. Measurements. I can make my oatmeal in the morning and calculate out protein powder and get the app to do the things to tell me the things for the calories and stuff. But that's about it. That's about where I'm at. You know, anything more, anything less than that is a bit too challenging for me. I have not touched a stove, so Cap would be on stream too. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe a cooking stream would be next week. I know right now the tentative plan is that I stream Wednesday and Friday this week for a bit. Probably Lego and testing out Fortnite makeup, because the Fortnite makeup video was gonna be a video. That was gonna be a video, like a YouTube video. But now I can't edit, and now it's like getting less relevant. So we're just gonna retry it out on stream. If that's, you know, if anyone's interested in Fortnite makeup. But yeah, so maybe that's a next week thing, we'll see. Also, that requires moving camera equipment to the kitchen, which is also a pain. Lego, yes. Lego, probably either tomorrow or Friday, depending on which one's which. But I do have a Harry Potter Lego set or 2 or 3 that I have to build, so I like building Lego. So we're probably gonna do the Prisoner of Azkaban Hospital Wing, or we're gonna do Half-Blood Prince, the carriages. The reason why I'm really into Lego Harry Potter is because I've always been into Harry Potter, so it can make Cat move the camera. It's more so the software, and like, it's more than moving the cameras. Like, camera cords are only so long, and my PC is like here, and it's not really easy to move. And he works long hours. So I think that might be like an after wedding thing, to be honest. Because I'm still planning a wedding! Well, I'm not. I'm lucky. My future mother-in-law has stepped in to help a lot. Same with my future grandmother-in-law. Yeah, so that's still happening. So there's still certain, like, I'm responsible for decorations and stuff. So I literally... I have like white ribbon that I need to put around bouquets after the stream, so hospital wing, yeah, it does. Cap got me that at post concussion. He's like, here's something you could do. I've also been knitting a lot. I might be working on a top, like a knitted top right now. I think that's what it's gonna end up being. Started going to the gym. We're probably gonna go to the gym today again. Today's gonna be arm day. I'm not excited about that. Our first gym session was last Thursday, and we did leg day. Holy smokes, I used to be able to do the leg press for 45, no problem. Now I'm like 15. I'm like, that's about it. That's about it. That's where I'm at. And I'm feeling like my thigh. Today's like, what, Monday? I'm still feeling my one leg muscle. Like, I didn't work out yesterday because I fell off the bench, and I was like, you know what, maybe I just need a day to lie down in bed. Like, maybe that's the thing I need to do. So yeah, pounds, not kilos. I think it was pounds. You know what, I'm gonna check. Maybe it's just I got the the unit of measurement wrong. That could be, you know what, I did not look. I just looked at the number. I will look at the gym tonight and send a photo to Taka and be like, I don't know what the old machine was, but here's the new machine. So my, like, I used to have really good thighs because I did cross-country running, I did swimming, you know, used to do taekwondo. Those thighs were like thunder size. But now they be thunder thighs, except a different type of thunder. You know, if you guys catch my drift, like, I've definitely gained weight since I like moved out of my parents. Which is weird because now I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, yeah, since the last time I streamed, I've lost weight, which is true. Since the last time I streamed, I lost weight. But all the weight I gained since I was in the US, it went straight to the thighs. And I was like, come on. So it's like, if I wear tights or leggings, I can get away with people being like, yeah, that kind of looks like muscle, you know? Damn. But in reality, shh, guys, don't betray my secret. Shh. We're not going to talk about my body fat percentage. We're just not. Or yeah, we're just not. I got one of those fancy scales that like sends the electrical pulse through you and like calculates bone density and everything. So I've been having fun like counting calories and like eating more healthy and stuff. I've been enjoying it. Lots of broccoli. I love broccoli. Oh, so good. I know dieting culture is very, I would like to say, controversial in some ways. I believe do what's best for you. Like, dieting is not best for everyone. I do it because it's genuinely a health risk if I don't watch my weight because of my bone mass. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the appearance. I do it because I got it for my health, right? Like, I don't have the luxury of not. Like, I gotta watch how much is on the scale, because the harder, like, the more you weigh, the harder you fall, and for me, that could be detrimental. So, I already had a near close death experience with a metal table. Ideally, I don't want, if I'm, like, falling, I don't want to get really injured, so I want to have, like, the muscle mass on my arms to be able to, like, catch myself, so then it's not directly going to the bone. So that's, I'm mostly doing it to gain muscle and stuff. So, but I know it's contentious, and I'm sorry if I triggered anything for anyone. I did not mean to. I'm just talking about my own journey and how I feel about my journey. I'm not saying anyone should diet. You should do what's best for you. Yeah. That's yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Listening to audiobooks. I'm thoroughly through, like, I'm at the 3.5 or 4, like, book 4, the Court of Thorns and Roses series from the Sarah J. Maas. Listening to that, and yeah, that's pretty much right now. I've been watching a lot of Jet Lagged on YouTube, but yeah, hello Josh Pump, how you doing today? How was your Monday? What are you getting up to? Chat has gotten really quiet ever since I talked about health stuff, and I am really sorry. Like, I feel like I offended some of you guys, and I'm really sorry if I did. This is just my journey. So, yeah. But I think that's pretty much it. Would you guys rather Fortnite makeup or Lego Harry Potter? I too have signed out an audiobook. What audiobook are you listening to, JD? I've lost a total of 30 pounds on my diet, so it's a win for me. How long have you been doing your diet, Taka? Just checking in on someone. All good, Mary. All good. Understandable. Lego? We've got one vote Lego. Like... Both? Josh wants both. 45 days. Gotcha. I'm like 21 days. Maybe. So. Wow. That's a lot of weight in 45 days. Holy smokes. But yeah. Okay. So we'll probably do Lego Wednesday then. We'll probably do the smaller one first and then the bigger one. Here. I'll go get the Lego kits. Give me a second. So these are going to be the Lego kits. We got... I don't think that was anything important. We got this one. It's the Luna Lovegood and the Terrestrials. American Sniper! Ooh, gotta let me know how that book is. We got this one that we're gonna do, and then we got... a hospital wing. So, I also have another part of the Harry Potter tower that I've already built. So, it's supposed to, like, click in, which is good. I hope one day I'm able to put together the whole of Hogwarts. That's the goal. That is the goal. But I think on this note, just a few final words, updates on things. ESMP 2.0. As I said, it's a bit of a different idea. Right now, I'm very much looking for fellow content creators who stream or play Minecraft, makes content around it, and at least has a Discord community of 30 people. If you know anyone like that, please pass them along to me, because that's what we're looking for right now when it comes to ESMP2. If you haven't already and you want to be involved in the behind the scenes for ESMP2, please fill out the application form in the Discord, because it's going to be a bit different than season 1, and I really want to know the skill sets that people want to work on or want to do. Like, don't put everything if you don't want to do everything. Ideally, even if you put everything, I'm just going to choose 2. Like, you're not going to be, you know, a main character in charge of, like, working on builds and story writing, and I think the other one was production. I forget. Like, you're not going to be doing all 4. I don't want to overwork you. You guys have lives. I have lives, you know? Work-life boundaries, life balance is a thing. So I would love to figure out a way to make it compatible with Bedrock, but as of right now it's only Java, so that's another thing to look out for. But again, if you guys know any content creators like that, please pass them on to me. I'm gonna have a conversation with the content creator probably some point this week, who's probably we're gonna bring on for season 2, and ideally I want to bring on 1 other, if not 2 others. That is the goal. And then when it comes to the dating show, I think we're gonna put a pin in the dating show for now. Wait a bit, because I want to do a good job in the dating show, because this is your guys' dating lives, and I don't want to fuck that up. You know, I want you guys to be happy, and if I'm not absolutely certain I can help you guys for the better, I'm not going to do it. So the main focus from now on is going to be ESMP2, which I hope we're going to be able to launch in September. But again, it's tentative on finding that other content creator. So please help me out. Fill out that application form if you want to get involved in behind the scenes. I'll stream again Wednesday at noon. Tomorrow I'll take a day off to rest, make sure I get better. And again, thank you guys for coming, listening to, you know, the story of what went down. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. I hope you guys think twice about metal tables and benches before you sit down on them. You know, be careful. The world is not as safe as you think it is. You know what? I'll see you later, Eliminators. Bye, guys.